So as we've explored in class, we've said there are 3 different ways we can say something. And Peter H. Reynolds explores this in his book, Say Something. So first, let's look at the book cover. And we only see one name, Peter H. Reynolds. Why is that? Does anyone know? So exactly, Peter H. Reynolds is both the author and the illustrator. That means he drew all the pictures in the book. So as we've mentioned, there are 3 ways in which we could say something, right? And it's not only through your voice. It can be through, yes, words, right? What else? Exactly, actions and through your creativity. Great, guys. So let's just go over the instructions. When you hear me say the sequence, if you see, you know the next sequence is going to come up. Say something. So when I point at say something, say it with me. Say something. Great. Now, when I read the following sentence after say something, I want you guys to raise your bubbles. Is it a word? Is it an action? Or is it through creativity? Great. Okay, before we start reading that book, I just want to go over the cover. So what do we see here? We see children, great, and they're all doing something. Or they're showing us something. What do we see, guys? Let's take a look. So yes, we have one of the girls is saying something. Great. What else? Yeah, everyone's different, right? They all have different clothes and different style. And, right, every voice matters. Great. So every voice matters, okay? And everyone is listening. So let's look at Peter H. Reynolds' other cover that he did. He drew another cover. And what does it say here? The world needs your voice, right? So what did we learn? We learned that every voice matters, right? And that everyone is listening, and that by saying something, we could make a difference. Great. So are you ready to read the book? Perfect. So, before we read the book, let's look at this cover. What are these, right? We explored, these are speech bubbles. Good. And they're used to say something. So let's look at some together. Thank you. Right? We say thank you when someone gives us or does something nice. Good. Right? Let's make our world a more colorful place. That would be through our creativity. Great. Peace. We looked at peace, right? We want to say something to make a difference. Right? Turn energy into action and make a difference. My kindness be your compass. What is a compass? Does anyone know? Yes, exactly. We use a compass when we want to find our direction, right? So what does that mean? Make kindness be your compass. Make kindness lead you in life, right? And through kindness, you will be directed, you will go to the right direction. Good. So let's start reading the book. The world needs your voice. Mine? Yes, yours. Go ahead. It doesn't need to be perfect, as long as it's from your heart. You don't need to be loud. Powerful words can be with a whisper. You can say something so many ways, right? With words, with action, and with creativity, right? We've explored that together, guys, right? So that's from Peter H. Reynolds. He teaches us that there are 3 different ways we can say something. If you see someone lonely, say something, great, by being there for them. Now, what is that? If you're being there for someone, right? You see someone lonely. How can you be there for someone, right? That's through your action. Now, I want you guys to think about different ways we can say something if we see someone lonely, okay? right? There are different ways what is another way we can say something for someone who is lonely? Does anyone have an idea? Yes, perfect. So we can say something by making them laugh and telling them a joke, right? They'll feel less lonely and maybe we'll laugh if your joke is funny. So if you see an empty canvas, say something with your brush, right? So you can paint and express yourself through your creativity. Great, guys, creativity. Now, think of a different way you can say something with your canvas, right? Not only can you paint, but you can also use your words. Great. You can paint your words too. If you see an empty lot, what is a lot, right? It's an empty terrain. Terrain? Yes, guys. Great. Okay, so that's a lot. We use a lot for the word lot for a terrain. Say something by planting a seed and watching it bloom. Bloom means to grow. Great, guys. So what is a different way we can fix an empty lot? Does anyone have an idea? Yes, exactly. Through our actions, we can, great. We could put swings or put a playhouse. If you see someone being hurt, look, he's being hurt right here. Is that right? We don't hurt others, right? We don't hurt others even if they're our friends or not our friends, okay? Say something by being brave. Hey, stop. What is that? He used both his action and his words, okay? Hey, stop. And he told him, stop. Because you should never watch someone getting hurt. If you see something beautiful, say something with a poem. Poem is by writing your words. Great, guys. So if you see something beautiful, what else can you do? You could go and look at it, right? Go and appreciate it. Now, if you have a brilliant idea, what is a brilliant idea? A brilliant idea is to, yes, guys, so to think of something very good. Say something with confidence. So what's confidence? Yeah, confidence is an action. Okay, guys? So if you have a brilliant idea, what else can you do? You could say something with your words, right? And share your ideas. Or you can say something with your creativity and create it, right? Good, guys. Good job. If you want to show the world who you are, right? You don't want to hide anymore. Say something with your style. What is that? If you're saying something with your style, how are you saying it? It's with your creativity. So you can dress up and express yourself. Ta-da! Look at her. She's all dressed up. And what do we see on her shirt? The peace logo, right? Because we all want peace. So if you are angry, say something to help people understand. You made me feel invisible. That really hurt. I'm really sorry. So we saw the word invisible last week. What does that mean? Exactly, to not be seen, right? And that sounds like the word in French, invisible. Good job, guys. Good job. So if you say something to help people understand using your words, good, right? You tell someone how you feel and they will understand. And that is very important because if you don't tell someone how you feel, they will never know. So if you see an injustice, Say something peacefully. So what is injustice? We saw this word last week as well. Injustice sounds like the word injustice. Parfait. And it means to be unjust, right? To not be fair. So inspire others to do the same, right? We said to inspire others is to motivate them, right? To do the same, right? So what are we seeing here? Everyone here has a peace logo. Make more light, right? We want everyone to feel included, right? We are all one. No more hurting people. Peace. Sometimes you'll say something and no one will be listening. But keep saying what's in your heart, and you will find someone who listens. Right? So maybe it's not even a person. It could even be a bird. But someone or something is always listening. So keep saying it. And you may be surprised to find the whole world listening. If you are grateful for being alive, quietly say something to the stars, to the universe. Look at her. She's on the mountain and she's sharing her words with everyone, right? And so even though it may seem like no one is listening, the whole world may be listening. And your words may have a big impact. Good job. So some people find it easier to say something than others, right? So let's look. Here we see, I hope, I believe. Join us. Together we can. I'm ready to change the world. I imagine. So these are words we use to express ourselves, okay? Everyone has something to say, right? Everyone. If you feel like you're not heard, you still feel like you have something to say. So when you're ready, say something through your words, through your actions, or through your creativity. So your voice can inspire, heal, and transform. Your voice can change the world. So are you ready to say something? I want you to think about the different ways we could change or say something. Transform is to change. So we can change the world through our words, through our actions, and through our creativity. So before we finish and go on to the next activity, I want us to think a little bit about the book. What do we think the author is trying to say? Say, right? He's saying the world needs your voice. And why is it important? We learned from the famous peace heroes, right, that saying something can have a huge impact, right? Because someone may be listening. So Anne Frank, like we've learned, right? Anne Frank was hiding and she used her journal to express her voice, to share her voice with others, even though she thought no one would want to listen, right? Because she was hiding. The world needed her voice to learn how hard it was to be living in that time as a Jewish person. And we also learned John Lennon, right, who used his voice to sing and to send the message of peace. Okay, so we want to think of different ways we can say something. So, as we saw in the book, let's look at this page here. If you are angry, say something to help people understand. What is a different way you could say something if you are angry? Okay, so first you have to think, what is it that's bothering you? What is it that's making you angry? Okay, because anger is a conflict. What is a conflict, guys? A conflict is a problem. So being angry is a problem, and you need to resolve this conflict. So you can resolve this conflict through your words to help people understand, or through your actions, right? Show them that you are angry when they did something, and explain to them by using your words that you are angry about that action. Be creative. Make it a joke. Make it a joke for next time so that they will remember not to do those actions and make you angry. So I want you guys to think about this message as we go on to the next activity, guys.